Oi, look over there. It's a potential subscriber. One click and you'll be hooked. Just hit the bloody notification bell to keep up to date with all my videos. Hey yo everybody, my name is Jay Waz and welcome back to Need for Speed World. For today's video, I don't even know what we're checking out, but you guys already know that is not okay. The last video we checked out the Toyota GT1 spelled out, and this thing is an absolute cornering monster. If you'd like to see that video, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. And just like every freaking video that I do, I gotta do my gem hunt. I'll be right back. Alright, so I picked up the car I want to do. This is the Ford Beck Customs F132 14. It's essentially an F1 132, whatever. And the reason why I'm choosing this is because I want to see if it competes or does better than the F1 Beetle, because it is essentially an F132 Ford. Now, I was going to go off a list that someone had commented on. They recommended a few cars for this server, and I'm going to start doing that with the next Spark review I do. But I really want to check this one out because it looks just absolutely sick. We got an overall of 761, top speed of 747, acceleration of 848, and handling of 688. Overall, some very good numbers. And if you want to buy this, they'll set you back a whopping 700,000 in cash. If I recall, that's actually the same as the F1 Beetle. Yep, the price is identical. In fact, the specs are far off from each other. The reason why I chose this car, though, is I definitely want to figure out which is better, the F1 Beetle or the F132 Ford. And for some reason, the tire lettering is a barcode. I do think it does actually sound a little better than the F1 Beetle. That's a nice sound, I like it. Alright, construction route. Let's do this. Perfect launch is nearly at 10,000 RPM, just like the F1 Beetle. I guess I should be surprised. The F1 cars have an extremely high RPM range. Acceleration feels nice. That perfect launch was actually pretty good. We're already far ahead of the competition. And the cornering, it already feels like a corner's better than the Beetle does. Oh my god, it feels like it's on rails. Dude, holy crap, this car feels amazing. The cornering is unbelievable. To be fair, I did just come out of driving the Bolide in the Night Rider server. Very different experiences, I'll tell you that. Why, how the hell did that win second place? And how the hell is that in third? If that's the second place. What the sh? We only topped out at 194 miles an hour, which is slower than a hairdresser. Correction, it is slower than everybody but this Porsche. And that is a sick looking car. Same as usual when it comes to handling cars. They're not going to be the fastest in terms of top speed, but they will absolutely destroy them in the corners. And that's why they usually win races like this. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. This car sounds so good. Alright, let's do compromise. Let's see how this does in Team Escapes. It is technically an old Ford that has been modified to be extremely light, but you never know. It could still hit like an old Ford, right? The perfect launch is so easy to hit on this car. Alright, Chargers. Wow, that was awful. Rhinos? Okay, it wasn't bad on the Rhinos. How's the hit? It's not bad with the Rhinos. In fact, I take that back. Ignore everything I just said. Don't ignore it. It actually didn't do too bad, but I did do a whole ass wheelie. Let's see how we do here. Would I recommend it? This feels identical to the experience as the Evade. Why is it not evading? That right there was almost identical to the F1 Beetle, if not the same. All right, that's enough to give an answer. I will see you guys at the end of this Team Escape. Yeah, definitely. Rhinos! That proves my point! Alright. After that experience, I already feel like this might actually do better than the F1 Beetle. Like, sure, it's definitely not a Team Escape car. If anything, I get a worse time than I did with the F1 Beetle. But the reason why I say that is because I actually managed to hit a top speed of 217 miles an hour. Flickering. This is stock. 217 miles an hour is by no means slow. The F1 Beetle hit 236, fully modified. Now, if I want to try to compare it to the F1 Beetle, I need to have the same tuning setup. So let's go ahead and look back at the video and see what tuning setup I used for it. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, I'm wearing the exact same shirt. This is weird. It's like Inception. I just used the standard tuning setup for this car, so I guess I'll do the same with this car. Before we do that, let's check out the aftermarket shop. I want to see if they have any body kits or customization for this car. We do. Probably just the same thing as we did in the F1 Beetle. No! Instead, we get a carbon fiber front splitter. What about the rear wing? Does that change at all? No, it doesn't. So all it does is change the front splitter. That's fine. I mean, it is what it is. We got one custom spoiler. Two, technically speaking. You can remove the spoiler, which I don't know why the hell you would want to do that. Or carbon fiber. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. Carbon fiber wing. Screw it. No hoods. Didn't expect it to be. You know what? I want to remove the barcodes off the wheels. I just ruined it already. Hey, yo, that actually kind of looks sick. But that looks better. Yeah, I'm doing that. Black tape. You know we got to do it. Stage 3 lower kit, but let's see how much it's going to lower it. 2 inches. Absolute requirement. It does indeed have a tag directly underneath the diffuser. It already looks better without it. Okay. That is bellissimo. I actually wasn't expecting it to look that good in white. You know, I'm trying to think. Just high performance cars look incredible in white. You know, standard Civic car. No. Too many fluids. I don't like it. This looks so good in white. Hey, yo, why does that look good in orange? All right, didn't think I'd be saying this, but doing it. Ooh, almost like a dark gray wheels with, oh my God, that looks so good with the carbon fiber splinter and the spoiler. That looks incredible. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and max this out. I'll be right back. All right, fully maxed out. Same exact tune as the F1 Beetle. If you did not see that video, I did top 3 of Dynamo aftermarket kits and the bottom 3 of Tier or Tear Elite Series, you know, handling crap. This is a standard tuning setup that I've used for quite some time. I don't know if it's going to be any better than the F1 Beetle. Let me look at that. What was the numbers? 892 for handling. It says 896, so it's already showing signs it's going to be better. Actually, everything except for top speed is higher than the F1 Beetle. So, this might actually be better than the F1 Beetle. We got an overall of 927, top speed of 910, acceleration of 977, and a handling of 896, which is 2 higher than the F1 Beetle. It's not much, but it might actually make a huge difference for all we know. As for the skill workshop, we're going to be at 40% of nitrous power, max out perfect start duration. We're going to max out RPM range as well. And last but not least, as always, we got to do race cash. The skill workshop. It's so much cheaper than the Knight Rider server. Now, I got one last question I need to answer. Are there any vinyls? Nope, there are none. So that is actually the badge. I don't know what language that is, but that's definitely not English, obviously. So this car is technically American and technically imported, I guess? Oh, right, dude. I'm actually quite excited to drive this. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I like that so much. Alright, just because this thing is fully maxed out, I gotta do it for the one time, which is never the one time because I do this all the time. World Loop, coming at you. No, I missed perfect launch, damn it. Yes, go. What are you doing, you bastard? Get... Bye. Ha. Crashed because of that. Oh my God. Bastard. Oh my goodness gracious, they can corner. Oh my God, dude, it jumps and it corners so nicely. Dude, it grips so well. I gotta test the high-speed corners. That was a downfall to the F1 Beetle. I had trouble in the high-speed corners. It oversteered a little bit. Actually, a lot like the Belighted Knight Rider server. I know I shouldn't be comparing the two just because they're two completely different servers, and how cars perform in this versus that server are two completely different experiences. All I'm doing is saying it felt similar. And Jesus, this thing can corner so well. That one's on me. I don't blame the car. Easy. Oh my God. Hey, yo. I know my reactions seem a little over-exaggerated, but dude, this car turns so freaking nicely. Dude. Oh my God. Okay, I'm seriously freaking out. It's like I'm having an orgasm right now. You guys don't need to know about that. Oh my God, this car drives so nice. I sound like a broken record. I don't mean to do that. I am sorry. But Jesus Christ, it drives like heaven. It is so easy to drive fully tuned. It does understeer a little bit, but when compared to the F1 Beetle, it's not understeering. Forget about it. Like, it's not to say the F1 Beetle is not a good car. That thing is a very good car. Definitely a top tier car. But if I had to choose between this and the F1 Beetle, this will taste the cake immediately. I just did not expect the two cars to handle so differently, regardless of the fact that the specs are nearly identical. Anyway, I guess I'll finish up this race. I will be right back. And that is the end of the race with 13 minutes. That is crazy. So, turns out the top speed number with the 4 difference that there was between the F1 Beetle and this one is actually accurate. We went 234 miles an hour top speed without nitrous. I can probably show you here with how quickly this thing accelerates. Yep, look at that. We maxed out 234. With nitrous, we seem to max out at 255. Let me show you. 255. Flickering. So it flickers at 255. It's really going about 254. The difference
is not significant. The F1 Beetle maxed out 257 with nitrous, so it's only a 2 mile per hour difference. But here's the thing, the handling difference is significant, even though there's only a 2 margin between the two. Like, this has 896 on handling, while the F1 Beetle has 894. This car should not feel that much better than the F1 Beetle does, and it blows my freaking mind how well this car performs when compared to the F1 Beetle. So in a quarter race, absolutely this thing would destroy the F1 Beetle. I can't believe how well it corners when compared to the F1 Beetle. I wasn't expecting such a significant difference. Now, if somehow in some way you get a drag race with this versus the F1 Beetle, F1 Beetle might win that depending on, you know, who's driving. This car has officially made number 2 on the best handling car list that I have going so far. And yes, there's a lot of cars to go. Oh my god. Number 1 being the Toyota GT1, which would absolutely smoke this car. Just saying. The thing tops out at ridiculous speed. It corners way too freaking well. It's actually close to this. But between the two, that Toyota GT1 was absolutely destroy this car. This is number 2 on the list though. And I'll tell you how good it is to me in terms of handling. Number 3 is now the Ford GT, and the F1 Beetle is number 4. No offense to the F1 Beetle fans. Actually, I don't care. Why am I saying that? I do care. I kind of care, but I don't care at the same time. You get what I'm saying when I say that? I have love for the F1 Beetle because it looks good, and it drives nicely, but it does not compare to the other 3 that I listed above it. If you guys have 100,000 just chilling there, and you're trying to find a car that handles nicely, and this is one of the cars you were looking at, definitely go get it. 100% worth the money. Well, that is all the time I got for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, crash into that like button. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all my videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Deuces!